in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers. The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
Oh, man.
The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body could be considered a weapon. Oh, walloped by a huge club. Got him in the corner now.
The reversal. He saw that coming.
Series of counters here. Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of this?
grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker, but watch out! Shot for shot, multiple blows.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Boom! Look at Maivia going to work on the animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
Grabbing a hold of their opponent face first into the cage.
George the Animal Steele taking over.
Going for the win here.
And he doesn't let the pin last long at all.
Not even close to down and out at this point.
In a vulnerable position here, caution is paramount. Oh, no. Oh!
Oh, this isn't pretty.
Maivia just dominated the animal with that one. Oh my gosh, what impact!
Oh. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Boom!
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Sent to the corner.
Clothesline in the corner.
The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Into the front slam.
Being carried around now.
In between the cage and ropes.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steele is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
An impressive amount of offense against him here.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
And Steele fending him off.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Mistake made by Steele. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui. Oh, my gosh, that's gross.
And he has started to ascend the cage wall now.
Framing him up. He's got a picture-perfect opportunity here. Here we go. no, trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand.
Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks.
Quite the combo. And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Catches an uppercut.
Ooh, great anticipation. And look at this now, bad intentions coming with his hold. Expertly manipulating the joints and muscles in the arm.
Able to punch his way out.
George Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler.
Into the pin. George is trying to seal this one up. Wards off the pin at 2.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
Choosing to climb up the wall of the cage here.
Making a move, but is it the right moment?
An electric chair off the cage. Oh, my goodness! He falls down off the cage and back to the canvas.
Now you have to recover.
Oh, no, he can be caught here. Bad spot for him.
A stump puller. This has to be absolutely torture. And that's it. It's over.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough son.